In this tutorial session, we will go over 1.03 quiz, 2 lines, and transversals. Let's get started. Link to near parts in the chat. The session will be recorded in case anybody cannot join. If you're going to be working in the Nearpod, I'm going to see your work and I'll give you feedback. Quiz 1.03, question 1, variety 1. What is the name of the relationship between angle 1 and angle 4? This is how you read those, right? What is the relationship between angle 1 and angle 4? Take some time, think, and see which one looks like the right answer. Jennifer, reconsider. Bryson, reconsider. Caden, you know it. Yes. Angle 1 and 4, they are on the other side of the parallel side. They're on the other side of the parallel line. They're not same side, right? Angle 1 is to the left and angle 4 is to the right. You didn't even circle? Then what did I see? But then not Bryson. I was probably see some mark on your slide. If that's the case, they are on two different sides of the parallel of the two different sides of the transversal. Well, this line is called a transversal. This line is called a transversal, right? Two different sides of the transversal. Also notice that these angles are inside the parallel lines, right? Inwards, not exterior, inwards. So they are inside, they are interior. They are on two different sides of the transversal, alternate, right? One is to the left side, the other is to the right side of the transversal line. This is called the transversal line, right? So it's called alternate interior. They're inside the parallel lines and they're two different sides, right? One is on the left side, the other is on the right side. So the correct answer is B, alternate interior angles. For STAR test, you don't need to know all the names. For my quiz, you need to know a little so you can pass the quiz. What is the name of the relationship between angle 1 and angle 8? Angle 1 and angle 8. Let's see, Bryson. Yes, very good, very good. Briley, Bryson, I agree. Isabella, what's going to be your next best answer? Isabella. Some of you probably never heard of these names. It's okay. Maya, this is a new topic. Nobody have learned this. And Maya, in our online school, a lot of the learning happens online. Like if you go to your math course, this topic is in the math course. You're supposed to self-learn it. And I will teach you guys a little next week, but you are supposed to self-learn it. It's not going to be very complex. Jennifer and Istra, I agree to you. Very good. Number of patients, good. It is going to be called alternate angles. It's going to be called alternate angles again. Because notice one is on the left side, the other is on the right side of the transversal. They're on two different sides. Then it's also exterior because they're located on the outside of the parallel lines, not the inside. So therefore D is absolutely the right answer. Okay, D is absolutely the right answer. You don't need to remember and learn. Maya, this is gonna go in the email. If you're gonna type things in the chat, they're gonna fly away, right, Maya? Send me an email requesting the request that you put in the chat. In live class for all your teachers, Maya, we're gonna have a lot of students and things are fast-paced. Teachers cannot keep up with your request, especially that require me to do something after class. If you will send me an email, that's gonna stick to my brain. I will definitely follow up, Maya. Be sure to put that in an email for me. Question 1, last variety. What is the name of the relationship between angle 1 and angle 5. What is the relationship between angle 1 and angle 5? You guys are so fast. Same side of the transversal, not alternate this time. Let me see what you guys want to say. I agree to Kayla and Himim. Himim, I agree to your first answer. They're same side of the transversal. Transversal is this line, right? I can make a really nice, I'll just shade it. Transversal is this, right? This is the transversal. They're on the same side of the transversal. Bryson, or not alternate, Bryson. Alternate is on other side of the transversal, right? One is going to be on the left side, the other is going to be on the right side, but this is not alternate. This is corresponding because they correspond. They correspond means they're on the same side of the transversal. They're corresponding angles. Okay. Remember, it's just a formality for me to teach you these. You're not going to be tested over it. But just having some knowledge about the names of the angles is not going to be bad. Right? They are called corresponding. Look at the red transversal. They angle 1 and angle 5. They are both towards the left side. And it's called corresponding. Jennifer, I added attempts to the quiz before I opened this session. If you will go to the quiz at this time, you should have a few more attempts. Give it a try, and I hope you score the best score possible. Absolutely, if not him, you're absolutely correct. That's question 1, a little knowledge about the terms. Question 2 is here. I will teach you how to do each and every variety of question 2. Question 2 looks like this, and it says, in the figure, X is parallel to Y. This is how we will read it. X is parallel to Y. And A is a transversal that crosses the parallel lines. See, now they told you what is A. This line A is called a transversal. This line is called a transversal. Transversal is a special line that cuts through two parallel lines, right? Now your task is to find which angle pairs form corresponding angles. Which angle pair forms corresponding angles? Corresponding means same side, right? Gotta be same side. If you just joined class and do not know what I am talking about, read on my slides so you will know. Right, AJ? See, I said I'm talking about 1.03 quiz. And the name of the quiz is Two Lines and Transversal. Where I am exactly? I am on question 2. No, now there's a lot of answers. Let's see what you guys want to be telling me. I see Aiden reconsider. Aiden C, reconsider. Aiden P, I agree. Burley, I agree. Bryson, reconsider. Caden, I agree. There's Caden C, I agree. Caden F, reconsider. Istra, I agree. Jennifer J, reconsider. Josiah L, reconsider. Nivea, I agree. Patience, wonderful. Patience, I agree. Raina, reconsider. Victoria, I agree. Ricardo, reconsider. Violet, I agree. Zamaya, reconsider. Let me see. Let me see. This is Mia, I agree. Bryson, I agree. So here we are. We want corresponding angles, right? Corresponding have to be on the same side. Look at B. Angle 1 and angle 5 are on the same side. They are corresponding. If you'll notice all others, they are not. Corresponding angles are congruent. Okay, and you will get a feel they look congruent, right? They are congruent angles, and they're called corresponding. same side of the transversal. Not everybody will have the same question two. Some of your question two probably looks like this one. So let's look at this and learn how to read it. Again, notice this A, line A, is called a transversal. So in the figure, X is parallel to Y, and A is a transversal that cuts through the parallel lines. Which angle pair forms alternate interior angles? They gotta be inside the parallel lines, not outside. So not one, what are the outside angles? Don't be thinking about outside angles. So it's not angle 1, 2, 8, and 7. Why? They're all exterior. We don't need exterior. We need inside, interior, and alternate. Alternate means two different sides of the transversal. Everybody think, and I will look at your answer. Humam is correct. Bryson is correct. Caden is correct. And Istra is correct. Damira is correct. Nivya, definitely you are right. Maya, wonderful Maya. Very good. You are correct. Josiah, you are correct. Patience, absolutely. Reina, I agree. Ricardo, I agree. Samaya, I agree. See, you guys got it right. Kayla, I agree. So the correct answer is going to be D. Notice angle 4 and angle 6 are number 1. They are interior, they are inside. They're also on the other side of the transversal. See, 4 is to the right side, 6 is to the left side. We can call them alternate interior angles. Okay. One more question 2. Here we are. And like other questions, it's again telling you A is the transversal, the line that cuts through the parallel lines X and Y. You will figure out which angle pair forms alternate exterior angles. Now, exterior means outside. When you're looking at outside angles, definitely do not think about angle 4. It's inside. Don't think about 3. Don't think about 6. And don't think about 5. Because your task is to find exterior angles. All remaining angles are exterior angles. So I agree to Himem and Bryson. And I agree to Aiden P. I agree to Brilly. Damira. I crossed out angle C because it was inside. Damira. Look carefully at my slide. Josiah, what's going to be your next best answer? 1. I agree. Isabella, I agree. Very good. Nivea, wonderful. Reina, reconsider. Patience, I agree. Maya, wonderful, Maya, wonderful. Ricardo, absolutely correct. Trilly, I agree. Victoria, I agree. Samaya, I agree. Huria, I agree. Kate and F, I agree. So people who are telling me that answer choice C is correct, you guys are right. If you are telling me answer choice C, you are right. Nivya, I opened extra attempts for everybody. Right? As a teacher, I strongly believe the more practice, the more better. Anytime you think that practice is not enough, I'll open 10 more attempts for you. Guess what? If you're going to practice 10 times, I believe you won't ever forget it. So more practice, more good, and good grades, right? And the offer is open to everybody. If you're listening to me, if ever you think you need more attempts to any quiz at any point before the courses will lock, I will be so happy to allow you more attempts. Well, Alternate means two different sides of the transversal, and also exterior means outside. C looks right. If you notice in C, angle 2 and angle 8 are two different sides of the transversal. 2 is towards the left side, 8 is to the right side, and they're also exterior. It seems like 90% of you got it right. Wonderful with that. We'll move on to question 3. Are you guys ready? Now I will tell you the kind of questions in question 3, 4, and 5 are the kind of questions that you will see on STAR test and on my test. Right? These are important questions now. Question 3. Here's question 3. Be sure to listen carefully because the questions are not supposed to be hard. They're just like common sense because you can visually see and tell. So in the figure, they're telling you that A is parallel to B. Line A is parallel to line B. And angle 1 is 34. Well, this angle 1 is 34. This angle 1 is going to be 34. They want you to find angle 5. When this is the case, there are only two possibilities of the answers. There are only two possibilities of the answers. The answer would either be 34 or the answer will be the difference of 180 and 34, right? Number 1, I encourage you guys to all use some kind of highlighting tool and highlight all the angles that your eyes can see. They look like angle 1 and they will be exactly same measure, called congruent. For example, I can see that angle 1 is a skinny angle, and I'm so sure that angle 3 is going to be the same measure. There are two more angles. They will also be equal to 34. And I'm going to give you guys some time. Think about it. Go highlight two more angles that will be equal to angle 34. Kayla, you're right. Mia, you're right. But I need two more. Don't tell me one more. There you go, Mia. Kayla, I agree. What about others? Highlight two more angles. Isabel, heading in the right direction. Listen to my directions. Maya, you are right. See? That's gonna be as simple. I noticed that you guys are telling me Huria is right, Himim is right. You guys are telling me that you also see some skinny angles that are gonna be angle 7 and angle 5. Now guess what? I will tell you that angle 1 equals angle 3, which also equals, right? They're all same measure. Angle 5, which also equals angle 7. All of these angles are 34. All of these angles are 34. That's it. That's what the question wants you to find. So if the question is asking you for angle 5, let them know angle 5 is 34 because it's the skinny angle. Right? Angle 5 is also 34. It's the skinny angle. That's it. Let's move on and look at the next question. This is supposed to be an interesting topic because you can visually see and you can visually tell. And here we are in the figure. A is parallel to B and angle 6 is 146. So I know that measure of angle 6 is 146. I'm going to go and mark it. Everybody Everybody go mark 3 more angles. Mark 3 more angles that are congruent to angle 6. Human, you are right. Everybody, go ahead. Aiden P is correct. Isabel is correct. Jennifer, you're correct. Go ahead, mark angles that are equal. Nivya, you are right. And no, no, no. Zamaya, you marked too many angles in the same area. No, no, no. There are going to be 2 angles at the bottom. They're congruent, and 2 angles at the top. They're congruent, right? Be logical. These are bigger angles. Angle 6, notice, is the bigger, wider angle. These are the wider angles, see? So all of the wider angles are going to be equal to angle 6. I agree to you, Himam. Notice that angle 8 is the wider angle. So 6 and 8 are congruent. Notice at the top, angle 2 and angle 4 are also congruent. And I can make this a little bit more neat. So now here we have angle 2, 4, 6, and 8. They're all congruent. So if you want to tell the answer to this question, you can simply say, well, angle 2 equals angle 6, and it is going to be 146, because you can visually see that they are equal, right? These 4 angles are congruent. The job of the transversal is to cut through in a way that it creates 4 congruent angles. The ones marked in green, they're all congruent. Zamaya, I agree to it. Violet, I agree to you. Ricardo, I agree to you. Very good. Some of the mathematicians also call these kind of angles like vertical angles. Right? They're vertical angles. They're vertical from one another. Let's move on and look at question 3, variety 3. In the figure, A is parallel to B, and the measure of angle 3 is 34. Oops, it seems like a very similar question to the first variety of question 3. Angle 3 is 34. Your task is to mark all the angles that are equal to angle 3. Really, very good. Caden, I agree to you. Carter, angles that are equal to 3, you want to mark with the same color, Carter. Maya, I agree to you. Wonderful. Reina, let me see. Are you sure these 2 are equal? Victoria, I agree to you. Human, 1, 7. Yes, I agree to you, Human. Notice that these 2 are congruent. They're equal. They're the skinny angles. Yes, Kayla, I agree to you. And then 7 and 5. These all of these 4 angles are going to be the same measure, and they're all going to be 34. This is how I might assess you. I will never ask you the names, alternate angles, corresponding angles, vertical angles. I will not ask you. That's not something I will ask you. The only thing I might ask you is give you a picture of parallel lines and a transversal, and you just see and make some common logic, and you let me know. Let's move on to how question 4 looks like. Question 4. Here's question 4, variety 1. If you guys are taking the quiz, some of your question 4 will look like this. So in the figure, J is parallel to K. J is parallel to K, and angle 1 is 63. I'm going to go mark angle 1. This is 63. right? Angle 1 is 63. My task is to find angle 4. Angle 1 is 63. But my task is to find angle 4, which is missing. Notice angle 1 and angle 4. Angle 1 and angle 4 lie on a straight line. Angle 1 and angle 4 lie on a straight line. If I combine angle 1 and angle 4, I should add up to 180, right? If you combine angle 1 and angle 4, they add up to 180 because they lie on a straight line. Straight lines always make an angle of 180 degrees. So if I know that my angle 1 is 63, how much should my angle 4 be? How much should angle 4 be? So that the two will add up to 180. Think about it. It's not going to be a hard thing to do. It's like a one-step equation. Yes, Surya, you're right. In order to find angle 4, you should subtract, right? You will just subtract 63 from 180. Subtract 63 from 180, and you should get angle 4. Violet and Huria say and Kayla say 117. When I did the question, I also got 117 for angle 4. Angle 4 is 117 because angle 1 and 4 lie on a straight line. If two angles lie on a straight line, they actually add up to 180. Right, Bryson? Probably have learned this one, right? Straight lines make 180 degrees. The measure of angle 4 is going to be 117. And now we are going to practice even more, a few more straight angles. These are called straight angles. You're going to practice a few more.
Is the answer 117?
Yes, the answer is 117. It sounded wrong, Bryson? Yeah, but Jennifer, absolutely. How did I got 117? Jennifer, angle 1 and 4 add up to 180. Okay, Jennifer, angle 1 and 4, they are a straight line. The straight line always 180 because the full circle is 360. Your full circle is 360. Half a circle is a straight line, and that's 180. If one little chunk of the 180 is 63, the other chunk gotta be 17 because 63 and 17 add up to 180, Jennifer. And if you want to see the math, you're going to see this part of my question. 63 minus 180 minus 63 is 117. And let's move on. Now you know the logic, how question 4 works. Apply the same logic. So in the figure, remember J is parallel to K and angle 2 is 117. I am going to go ahead and mark angle 2. Angle 2 is 117. You want to figure out angle 3. And angle 3 lies right under angle 2. Notice they lie on a straight line. This is a straight line and 2 and 3 lie on the same line and they share the vertex, right? So guess what? If you were to add angle 2 and angle 3, they add up to 180. Because they lie on the same line, they share a vertex, they add up to 180. You guys already know the answer, 63. That is correct. If I'm going to say that angle 2 is 117, Then what you guys are telling me that angle 3 is supposed to be 63, I can agree to that because if I add them, I get 180. So with full confidence, you can say angle 3 is 63 in measure because 180 is almost the same question, right, Huria? Yes, it is actually the same question. They didn't even try to change the numbers in it. Is everybody doing fine, right? The two angles add up to 180. So angle 3 is supposed to be 63. 63, 117 add up to 180. Let's move on to the last variety of question 4. Question 4. Angle 7. Angle 7 is 65. And you want to find angle 6. Right? Would you be able to find angle 6? Everybody give it a try. Bryson, you are right. Notice 6 and 7 lie on a straight line. See, angle 6 and angle 7 are lying on a straight line. They are going to be equal to 180. Absolutely, Josiah. And they're going to be equal to 180. So, angle 7 plus angle 6 should equal to 180. And if angle 7 is 65 degrees, and you want to find angle 6, right? You should do 180 minus 65, right? You should do 180 minus 65. And that should give you the answer. And you guys are already telling me it's 115. Because they should add up to 180 in order to subtract. If you subtract them, you should get the measure of angle 6 to be 115. That's absolutely correct. Is anybody confused? Let me know. Nobody's confused? Very plain and simple. Remember to go over the entire module so you fully understand. The topics that I assigned to you in math are important. And I assigned you topics starting Tuesday, your very first day. You were never excused from any math modules. Some of you were unable to see the math lessons. So now that everybody is able to see their math lessons, go back to Tuesday and start to practice everything that I assigned you. I know you have plenty of time this week, and make sure to do that. Question 5. That's the final question. Now, there is two set of parallel lines. Angle symbol. Jalil, that means angle. The less than symbol I'm using means angle. So in the figure, A is parallel to E, M is parallel to N. And angle 1 is 108. Class, get ready to highlight some angles. This is angle 1. You have to mark angles that are equal to angle 1. Can you mark all angles that you believe are equal to angle 1? Okay? All angles that are labeled that you think are equal to angle 1. Look carefully so you can mark precisely. Like I can say angle 1 and angle 2 are equal, correct? Angle 1 and angle 2 are equal. Then I can also say this missing angle and angle 6 are equal, right? What else is equal? Then I can say this part and angle 3 are equal, right? Then I can also say 4. Yes, Bryson, you're right. And this missing thing is also equal. Julia, you really think so, Julia? I don't think so. See, you have to see the same side. They're gonna be same side. It's just like a pattern if you look carefully, right, Julia? Okay, now let's see. They're asking you for angle 3. Probably you all can answer it, right? What is the measure of angle 3? Class, everybody answer in the chat. It's gonna be a waterfall of answers. Raina, I agree. Maya, I agree. Kaden, Aiden, I agree. Brilly, I did. Violet, how? See all the green angles, Violet and Maya, they are congruent. All the green angles are congruent and same measure. Angle 3 is just going to be 108 because we marked all congruent angles. See, 3 lies in the same direction as, I could say, will equal to 1, angle 1. So all of these are 108. All the angles that are marked are 108, and you can see a pattern of congruent angles. Well, that is a good practice question. I will give you the next one. Now tell me. I will give you the measure of angle 2. I'll give you the measure of angle 2. Angle 2 is 112. It is right here. Can you mark all angles congruent to angle 2? Mark all angles congruent to angle 2. I like how Carter marked 6 as congruent. Very good, Carter. You can clearly see angle 2 and 6 are congruent. So is angle 1 congruent. So is angle 4 congruent. So is the missing angle congruent. So is 3 congruent. So is this missing angle congruent, right? Let's see. Absolutely, Jennifer. Maya, I agree to you. You're right. Can you guys all see me and hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can see me and hear me. Okay, you guys can. Human, absolutely correct. All of these are 112. So many thumbs up. So if you talk about angle 6 is 112. Because you were able to identify all angles that are going to be congruent. Are we ready to move on to the final question? Yeah? Question 5, final variety. And the very final variety tells you that angle 3 is 112.
Um, Miss, um, if if I'm done with my assignment, can I go or because I just did the assignment for today.
Aiden, you're going to stay for one question.
All right,
I'm going to be offended if you're going to go.
all right.
Right? Just one question more, right? Aiden's going to be good practice. It's just going to take a couple of minutes more, and I want everybody to stay.
Mm.
Here we are. Well, I'm just kidding. And just remember, anytime I invite you to a tutorial session, the session is optional. It is never ever going to impact your attendance. Make decisions that are going to be best for you. Angle 3 is 112. Here is your angle 3. Go to, oh, wonderful. Everybody already marked all congruent angles to angle 3. You said, well, very first, looks like angle 2 is very congruent to 3. So is angle 1. Then if 2 is congruent, then 6 looks very congruent. Right? All these are your congruent angles. Similarly, 4 and this missing angle. And Julia says, yes, I agree. Human, I agree. Bryson, I agree. And you guys have to answer for angle 1. Angle 1 is definitely going to be 112. I hope this was helpful to you and you probably did better on the quiz now. And angle 4, yeah, Jalil, you're right. That does mark the end of the session. Thank you everybody for attending. I will publish the recordings and I will save it as a YouTube, and I will also embed it in the gradebook for anybody who needs help. You're all good to go, and we'll see each other in our math class on Monday.